attorneys do to basically protect the rights of the American people?
Well, the issue is that, and going back to your 1984 George Orwell point,
Yes.
George Orwell never contemplated that people would willfully accept this level of surveillance, and not just willfully accept it, pay top dollar for it. So what's going
Wow.
to happen if we want to break down the U.S. surveillance state? Every time you see those terms and conditions pop up, they say, hey, do you volunteer to turn over all your information and data to whoever? Then all that stuff, you just scroll through and click accept. Stop accepting it. Stop doing business with companies and corporations that allow your data to be used either for advertisers or for governmental purposes. Things like ring video doorbells, for example. You have an option now to directly link your video doorbell with the police, where they can just monitor without your permission, or no, with your permission, without your knowledge. They can monitor whatever's going on your doorbell, and you can opt into that and give them permission to do that. People have listening devices all around their houses, their Alexas and their all these other Google Home, etc. They're just collecting data 24 hours a day. In the Constitution, they talk about the concept called the expectation of privacy, that the government
Right.
could not go through your personal papers, go through your personal possessions in areas where you had an expectation of privacy. So in your home, in your office, your personal effects on you without a warrant from the government. Well, if you have a camera in your house and on your house that is connected to the government, and you signed a form or electronically signed a form giving them permission to watch it, if you have a government listening device like some of these tools like the Alexa and so on and so forth in your house, that you've agreed to allow them to collect data on you and transmit it to the government. If you allow them, you don't have a VPN where they can monitor your internet activity and they know exactly what you're doing on the internet at all times. Do you have an expectation of privacy that needs to be constitutionally respected? So beyond anything that lawyers can do, anything that the government can do, it has to be the people rejecting these things, rejecting the conveniences of modern society in some cases for the security and safety of privacy. Right now, people value convenience over their privacy. And we're seeing this with the January 6th protesters or the insurrectionists, where the government is getting all their stuff and locking them up, one of them for 22 years. Liberty Safe, they're a gun safe company. One of the January 6th rioters, there was a warrant for the government to raid his house. They couldn't get into his Liberty Safe. They just called up Liberty Safe Corporate. They didn't present them with a warrant, then present them with a subpoena. They just told them, open the safe. And Liberty
Wow.
Safe has a factory code on every single safe that they sell. And you have to call and opt out of it. But if you don't, they can give that code to law enforcement, and they can open up your safe and get whatever they feel like out of it. And this
Oh,
man,
one more.
they called up Liberty Safe, they popped that thing open, and they arrested him. So until people actually take their own personal privacy and safety and security seriously, there's nothing the lawyers, there's nothing the government can do to protect you from yourself. I'll give you the last word on this.
Yes, thank you, brother Patillo. Yeah, I have a case. You've heard of Carpenter v. United States, that United States Supreme Court case?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have a similar case, I guess the black African-American version of that case. I wondered, could you take a look at that case and maybe comment on that at some time in the future?
Sure, let's plan it for a little bit later on, because we got to hit a break. But hit me up tomorrow or something, and then we'll plan out time. We're going to have a full discussion on it, okay?
All right, thank you, Attorney Patillo. Appreciate it.
Thank you.